नारायणं पद्मभुवं वसिष्ठं शक्तिं च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपदं महान्तं गोविन्दयोगीन्द्रमथास्य शिष्यम् श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमथास्य पद्मपादं च हस्तमलकं च शिष्यम् तन्तोटकं वार्तिककारमन्यान् अस्मद्गुरून् सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि। श्लोक 49 असक्तबुद्धिः सर्वत्र जितात्मा विगतस्पृहः नैष्कर्म्यसिद्धिं परमां सन्न्यासेनाधिगच्छति। Let's continue the bhashya. यः एवं भूतः आत्मज्ञः सः नैष्कर्म्यसिद्धिं निर्गतानि कर्माणि यस्मात् निष्क्रिय ब्रह्मात्मसंबोधात् सह निष्कर्मा तस्य भावः नैष्कर्म्यं नैष्कर्म्यञ्च तत् सिद्धिश्च सा नैष्कर्म्यसिद्धिः नैष्कर्म्यस्य वा सिद्धिः कर्मजसिद्धिविलक्षण निष्क्रियात्म स्वरूप अवस्थानलक्षणस्य सिद्धिः निष्पत्तिः तां नैष्कर्म्यसिद्धिः परमां तां नैष्कर्म्यसिद्धिं परमां प्रकृष्टां कर्मजसिद्धिविलक्षणां सद्यो मुक्त्यवस्थानरूपां सन्न्यासेन सम्यग्दर्शनेन तत्पूर्वकेण वा सर्वकर्मसन्न्यासेन अधिगच्छति प्राप्नोति तथा च उक्तं सर्वकर्माणि मनसा सन्न्यस्य नैव कुर्वन् न कारयन् आस्ते इति। यः एवं भूतः आत्मज्ञः an atmajnani of this nature. Evam bhutaha means sarvatra asakta buddhihi etc. They are the characteristics of the atmajnani. Saha, he attains naishkarmya siddhi. नैष्कर्म्य सिद्धिम अधिगच्छति. Bhashyakara explains Naishkarmya Siddhi in two ways. The first explanation of Naishkarmya Siddhi, Nirgatani Karmani Yasmat Saha Nishkarma, Bahuvrihi Samasa. Yasmat, from who the karmas have gone away, means one who is free from karma. Who is free from karma? Nishkriya Brahmatma Sambodhat. So, a jnani is free from karma. A Jivan Mukta is free from karma. How he becomes free from karma? On account of the Atma Jnana. Nishkriya Brahmatma Sambodhat. On account of the knowledge of the Atma, who is not different from the Brahman, who is Nishkriya, who is free from Kriyas. Nishkriya Brahmatma Sambodhat. On account of proper understanding of the Brahman as his own Atma, he becomes free from karma. Such person is called Nishkarma. Tasya bhavaha naishkarmyam. Nishkarmanaha bhavaha naishkarmyam. The status of being nishkarma is naishkarmya. Naishkarmyancha tat siddhischa sa naishkarmya siddhihi. Naishkarmya, getting the status of a nishkarma, it is a siddhi, it is an accomplishment, the ultimate accomplishment. Sa naishkarmya siddhihi, it is called naishkarmya siddhi. Naishkarmya siddhi is karmadharaya samasa. Nirgatani karmani yasmat saha nishkarma, bahuvrihi samasa. Then tasya bhavaha naishkarmyam, a shanya is added, tadhita. And then naishkarmyancha tat siddhihi, naishkarmya siddhihi, karmadharaya samasa. Naishkarmya is a siddhi, getting the status of nishkarma, getting the status of the one who is free from karma on account of Brahmajnana is a siddhi. That kind of siddhi is called Naishkarmya Siddhi. Or Bhashyakara gives another derivation for Naishkarmya Siddhi. Naishkarmyasya va siddhihi. Naishkarmya Siddhi. Instead of taking Karmadharaya Samasa, he takes Shashti Tatpurusha Samasa. In the second interpretation, here Naishkarmya refers to Nishkriyatma Swarupa Avasthana Lakshanasya Siddhihi. In the second interpretation, Naishkarmya means Nishkriya Atma Swarupa Avasthanam Naishkarmya. Abiding in the Atma Swarupa, which is Nishkarma, which is free from karma. Tasya siddhihi. Siddhihi means nishpattihi. Accomplishment of this. accomplishment of abidance in the Atma Swarupa, which is Nishkarma, is called Naishkarmya Siddhi. In the second interpretation, Naishkarmya means abiding in the Nishkriya Atma Swarupa. Slight different meaning. In the first interpretation, Naishkarmya means the status of being free from karma. In the second interpretation, Naishkarmya means abiding in the nature of the Atma, which is Nishkarma. Tasya Siddhi, accomplishment of that, is called Naishkarmya Siddhi. Tam Naishkarmya Siddhim, that kind of Siddhi, Naishkarmya Siddhi, it is Parama. Parama means Prakrishtam. It is the ultimate Siddhi. Unlike the Siddhi arrived at by karma, Karmaja Siddhi Vilakshanam, Paramam qualification. The Paramam adjective is added in order to distinguish it from the Siddhi brought about by karma. Because the Siddhi brought about by karma is not the ultimate Siddhi. It is in the form of Chitta Shuddhi, Jnana Nishtha Yogyata Prapti. That is a stepping stone. It is a lesser Siddhi. It is not the ultimate Siddhi. Therefore, Paramam Siddhim, this Siddhi is the ultimate Siddhi, unlike the Siddhi brought about by karma. Karmaja Siddhi Vilakshanam. It is distinct from the Siddhi brought about by karma. And it is nothing but Sadyo Muktyavasthana Rupam. In both interpretation, Naishkarmya Siddhi means Sadyo Mukti Avasthanam, getting established in Sadyo Mukti, immediate Mukti. Jnana gives Sadyo Mukti. The word Sadyo Mukti distinguishes it from Krama Mukti. The Upasana gives a Krama Mukti. After death, one goes to Brahmaloka. There he may get Jnana, and thereby he gets Moksha. It is called Krama Mukti. Unlike Krama Mukti, the Jnana gives a Sadyo Mukti. Sadyo Muktyavasthana Rupam, that kind of Naishkarmya Siddhi, Sannyasena, through sannyasa. For sannyasa also, Bhashyakara gives two meanings. One meaning is Samyak Darshanena, through Jnana. Jnana itself is called sannyasa. Or another interpretation, which is a better interpretation, Tatpurvakena va sarvakarma sannyasena, through the sarvakarma sannyasa. Sannyasa means sarvakarma sannyasa, giving up of all the karmas through samyak jnana, with the help of samyak jnana. Tat purvakena means jnana purvakena, samyak darshana purvakena sarvakarma sannyasena adhigacchati prapnoti, he attains. Tatha cha uktam, it has been told in Bhagavad Gita itself. Sarvakarmani manasa sanyasya naiva kurvanna karayan aste. A jnani, manasa means jnanena, with the jnana, by means of jnana. Sarvakarmani sanyasya, he gives up all the karmas and then he abides in the Atma. Naiva kurvanna karayan aste, he remains without doing anything himself and without making others do anything also. Neither he becomes a direct agent nor he becomes a causal agent of any action. He is free from karma. That is called Naishkarmya Siddhi. Shloka 50. सिद्धिं प्राप्तो यथा ब्रह्म तथाप्नोति निबोध मे। समासेनैव कौन्तेय निष्ठा ज्ञानस्य या परा। सिद्धिं प्राप्तः, हे कौन्तेय, ओ कौन्तेय, सिद्धिं प्राप्तः, one who has attained siddhi. Here siddhi refers to jnana yogyata. The lesser siddhi, not naishkarmya siddhi. Siddhim praptaha yatha brahma apnoti. Yatha, in which manner he attains Brahma, he attains Brahman. Tatha, me samasena eva nibodha. Tatha, that manner, how he attains Brahman after attaining Chitta Shuddhi. Me samasena eva nibodha. Me means mama vachanat, from my words. samasena eva, in brief only, not in detail. Now Bhagavan wants to wind up. Therefore, I am going to tell you in brief. Samasena eva, me nibodha, understand from me. Ya jnanasya paranistha, the paranistha, the ultimate state of knowledge. The ultimate abidance in knowledge. The culmination of knowledge. Paranistha. Sa me nibodha. Understand it from me. Bhashya. Purvoktena स्वकर्मानुष्ठानेन ईश्वराभ्यर्चनरूपेण जनितां प्रागुक्तलक्षणां सिद्धिं प्राप्तस्य उत्पन्नात्मविवेकज्ञानस्य केवलात्मज्ञाननिष्ठारूपा नैष्कर्म्यलक्षणा सिद्धिः येन क्रमेण भवति तद्वक्तव्यम् इत्याह पूर्वोक्तेन स्वकर्मानुष्ठानेन. The swakarmanusthana which has been stated earlier, स्वे स्वे कर्मण्यभिरतः संसिद्धिं लभते नरः इत्यादि. It has been told earlier. Ishwarabhyarchana rupena, and the swakarmanusthana is done as the worship of Ishvara. Swakarmana tamabhyarchya. Janitam, born out of that, brought about by that. Pragukta lakshanam siddhim praptasya. Pragukta lakshanam siddhim. The siddhi whose characteristics are told earlier. In the form of jnananishtha yogyata prapti. Praptasya, one who has attained this siddhi, jnananishtha yogyata, and thereby he attained atmajnana also. Utpannatma viveka jnanasya. After getting siddhi, he got atma viveka jnana also. Kevalatmajnana-nishtharupa naishkarmya-lakshana siddhi. Then he gets naishkarmya-lakshana siddhi. The siddhi in the form of naishkarmya. And naishkarmya siddhi is nothing but kevalatmajnana-nishtharupa. It is in the form of kevala atmajnana-nishtha. Kevala excludes karma. Without karma, he abides in Atmajnana only. That is the Naishkarmya Lakshana Siddhi. Yena Kramena Bhavati, in which manner, in which order it happens. Tad Vaktavyam, it has to be stated. Ityaha. Therefore, Bhagavan starts the following shloka. So, after getting Atmajnana Yogyata, how he gets the abidance in the Nishkriya Atma Swarupa. What is the process? The process involves Shavana, Manana, Nididhyasana. That is being told. After getting Chitta Shuddhi, he has to undergo Shavana, Manana, and Nididhyasana. Among them, the emphasis is laid on Nididhyasana in Bhagavad Gita, in this section, because later on, in 51, Krishna is talking about Nididhyasana. So through Nididhyasana, he gets established in the Atmajnana. That is going to be told. Siddhim praptaha swakarmana Ishwaram samabhyarchya tat prasadajam kayendriyanam jnananistha yogyata lakshanam siddhim praptaha iti tadanuvadah उत्तरार्थः किं तत् उत्तरं यदर्थः अनुवादः इति उच्यते यथा येन प्रकारेण ज्ञाननिष्ठारूपेण ब्रह्म परमात्मानं आप्नोति तथा तं प्रकारं ज्ञाननिष्ठा प्राप्तिक्रमं मे मम वचनात् निबोध त्वं निश्चयेन अवधारय इत्येतत् सिद्धिं प्राप्तः. Bhashyakara clarifies here siddhi refers to jnananistha yogyata prapti. Swakarmana Ishwaram samabhyartya, having worshipped Ishwara through one's own karma, tat prasadajam, the chitta shuddhi, the jnananistha yogyata, it comes as a grace of Ishwara. Tat prasadajam, Ishwara prasadajam. The siddhi arises as a grace of Ishwara. Kayendriyanam jnananistha yogyata lakshana, and the siddhi is in the form of jnananistha yogyata, the eligibility, the fitness for jnananistha of kaya, indriya, etc. Body, senses, mind, everything should be fit for jnananistha yogyata. Even the body has to allow, it has to be healthy to some extent. Indriya also should be yogya, because Indriya also should not be restless. And likewise, mind also should be yogya. Mind also should not be restless. Therefore, Kayendriyanam Jnananishta Yogyata Lakshanam Siddhim Praptaha. One who has attained such a siddhi. Siddhim Praptaha iti Anuvadaha. This Siddhim Praptaha part in the shloka is an Anuvada. Anuvada means it is a reference to what has been already told. When we have to convey some new information, we make a reference to what is already told. That is called Anuvada. So this is an Anuvada. Siddhim Praptaha part is an Anuvada. And why this Anuvada is done? Uttararthaha, for the sake of the following, means in order to convey the following information. The following information is a new one. Siddhim Praptaha is Anuvada. It is a reference. In order to convey a new information, the following information in relation to Siddhim Praptaha. Kim tat uttaram yadarthaha anuvadaha iti. Then a Shishya may ask, Kim tat uttaram, what is the following for which sake the Anuvada is done, the reference is done, Siddhim Praptaha iti. Uchyate, it is being told, Yatha. Yatha means yena prakarena, in which manner, Jnananishtharupena Brahma Paramatmanam Apnoti. In which manner one attains Brahman. Brahma is equal to Paramatmanam. The Brahman who is Paramatma, one attains. Now Brahman cannot be attained because Brahman is the Swarupa. Therefore, Bhashyakara clarifies, attainment of Brahman is nothing but Jnananishtha. Jnananishtha rupena, in the form of Jnananishtha. Jnananishtha itself is referred to as Brahma Prapti. There is no other Brahma Prapti than Jnananishtha. Therefore, Jnananishtha rupena Brahma apnoti. Tatha is equal to tam prakaram, that manner, means that sadhana, the sadhana which is required to attain Brahman, means the sadhana which is required to get Jnananishtha. Jnananishtha sadhanam. See, tam prakaram is equal to Jnananishtha prapti kramam. The method, the sadhana required for Jnananishtha prapti. Me is equal to mama. Vachanat, we have to supply vachanat, mama vachanat, from my words. Nibodha is equal to nishchayena avadharaya, understand clearly. Tvam it, yeah. Nibodha is equal to Nishchayena avadharaya ityetat. Nibodha means understand clearly. Tvam, you. Kim vistarena na ityaha समासेनैव संक्षेपेण हे कौन्तेय यथा ब्रह्म प्राप्नोति तथा निबोध इति अनेन या प्रतिज्ञाता ब्रह्म प्राप्तिः ताम् इदन्तया दर्शयितुम् आह निष्ठा ज्ञानस्य या परा इति निष्ठा पर्यवसानं परिसमाप्तिः इत्येतत् तस्य ब्रह्मज्ञानस्य या परा परिसमाप्तिः कीदृशी सा यादृशम् आत्मज्ञानं कीदृक् तत् यादृशः आत्मा कीदृशः असौ यादृशः भगवता उक्तः उपनिषद्वाक्यैः न्यायतश्च किं विस्तरेण. So nibodha, from my words you understand. Then one may get a question, kim vistarena, is Bhagavan going to explain in detail? Because already many shlokas are done. Now again if Bhagavan starts explaining in detail, we may get bored, somebody thinks. Therefore he asks, kim vistarena, is he not going to finish? Then Bhagavan says, don't worry, na ityaha. Bhagavan says, no, I am not going to take too much of time. Samasena eva is equal to sankhepena. Samasena means sankhepena. Samasena does not mean with the many samasas. Karmadharaya samasa, Tatpurusha samasa, not that samasa. Sankhepena. Here samasa is samosa. See, samosa is perhaps originally it is samasa because everything is put together. Otherwise, roti, sabji, it is elaborate. In samasa, everything is encapsulated. So, samasena eva, in brief, sankhepena, he kaunteya, yatha brahma prapnoti. Now, so now Bhashyakara is introducing the fourth pada, Nishtha Jnanasya ya para iti. Yatha brahma prapnoti tatha nibodha iti anena ya pratijñāta brahma praptihi tam idantaya darshayitum ah. Yatha brahma prapnoti, how he attains Brahman. Tatha nibodha, understand that. Ityanena, with this statement, Brahma praptihi pratijñāta, the Brahma prapti is stated as a pratijña. Pratijña means You are stating what you are going to explain. A statement of what is going to be explained is called pratigya. So now Brahma Prapti Pratignyata. The Brahma Prapti is stated. Tam, that Brahma Prapti idantaya darshayitum, in order to show it as this, it is this, meaning in order to explicitly show its nature, what really Brahma Prapti is. In order to show that, Bhagavan says, Bhagavan aha, या ज्ञानस्य परा निष्ठा, निष्ठा ज्ञानस्य या परा इति, निष्ठा ज्ञानस्य या परा explains the nature of Brahma Prapti. Brahma Prapti is nothing but this. What is this? Jnana Nishtha. Nishtha is equal to Paryavasanam, the culmination. Paryavasanam Parisamaptihi ityetat, the culmination. Kasya ब्रह्मज्ञानस्य या परा परिसमाप्तिः, the ultimate culmination or fructification of Brahmajnana is called Brahma Prapti. When the Brahmajnana becomes clear and established, then it is Brahma Prapti. There is no other Prapti. Avagatireva gatirityupacharyate. Avagati, jnana itself, is referred to as Prapti in the case of Brahman. Kidrishi sa. Now the shloka vyakhyana is over. Now a Purva Pakshi raises question. Kidrishi sa, what kind of nishtha it is? Sa kidrishi nishtha, the jnanasya nishtha. What kind of nishtha it is? The Purva Pakshi is asking as though he is not familiar with such a thing. The Purva Pakshi's intention is to say that there is no pramana, there is no basis to say that there is such a jnana nishtha. Such a jnana nishtha does not exist. With this intention, Purva Pakshi raises a question. What kind of nishtha it is? I don't know. Then Siddhanti says, Yadrisham Atmajnanam, the nishtha of jnana is of the nature of Atmajnana. Meaning, jnana nishtha is nothing but Atmajnana. When the Atmajnana itself becomes strong, it is called Atmajnana nishtha. So don't you know Atmajnana? Atmajnana is told in the Shastra. That itself is called nishtha here. Purva Pakshi again asks, Kidrisham tat, what is that? Then Siddhanti says, Yadrishaha Atma. Don't you know there is Atma? As there is Atma, there is Atma Jnana also. The knowledge of the Atma is Atma Jnana. Therefore, don't pretend that it is unfamiliar to you. Then Purvapakshi does not leave. Kidrishaha asau. What kind of Atma? Asau Atma Kidrishaha. What kind of Atma you are talking about? Then Siddhanti says, Yadrishaha Bhagavata Uktaha Upanishad Vakyaishcha. Atma is described by Bhagavan right from chapter 2. And Upanishad Vakyaihi, even the Upanishad Vakyas reveal the Atma. Nyayatascha, even in terms of Nyaya, logics, the Atma is established. The Upanishad Vakyas reveal the Atma and it is supported by Nyaya. It is supported by logics also. Therefore, don't think there is no such thing. There is Atma. The Atma is revealed by Upanishad, etc. Therefore, there is pramana for the presence of Atma. And therefore, Atma Jnana is also possible. Therefore, Atma Jnana Nishtha is also possible. Therefore, do not wonder that there is no Atma Jnana, there is no Atma Jnana Nishtha, etc. So now Purvapakshi is revealing his intention in the next line. Purvapakshi's intention is to negate the possibility of Atmajnana. That is why he asked, what is Nishtha, what is Atmajnana? Next, Nanu Vishayakaram Jnanam Na Vishayaha Napi Akaravan Atma Ishyate Kvachit. Yeah. Nanu Vishayakaram Jnanam. Purvapakshi is trying to negate the possibility of Atmajnana. Therefore, he says, any jnana has its object as its qualification. Jnana is Vishayakar. It takes the form of the object. Jnana takes the form of the object. For example, Ghatajnanam. Ghatajnanam is Ghatakaram Jnana. The form of Ghatajnana is determined by Ghata, pot, as an object. But in the case of Atma, Atma is not a Vishayaha. Na Vishayaha. Atma is not an object. Napi Akaravan. And also Atma does not have an Akara. Atma does not have a form. Napi Akaravan Atma Ishyate Kvachit. Anywhere in Vedanta, Atma is not accepted as Akaravan. Atma cannot be accepted as having any form. Neither Atma is object, nor Atma has any akara. Any jnana takes the form of its object, captures the form of its object. In the case of Atma, neither it is an object nor it has a form. Then how can you say Atma Jnana is possible? Therefore, Atma Jnana is not possible. This is Purva Paksha. Then an Ekadeshi means in the debate there is Siddhanti and Purva Pakshi sitting in the other side. One side Siddhanti is sitting, the other side Purva Pakshi is sitting. Near Siddhanti, there may be another person who wants to support the Siddhanta. He doesn't know very much about Siddhanta, but he is trying to support the Siddhanta. He is called Siddhanta Ekadeshi. He says, in order to defend the Siddhanti, he makes an assertion. Nanu Adityavarno Bharupaha Swayam Jyotihi iti Akaravatvam Atmanah Shruyate. Nanu, this is not Purva Paksha, and Ekadeshi is saying. There is a Shruti Vakya, Adityavarno Bharupaha Swayam Jyotihi. Adityavarnaha, Atma has the color of Aditya, sun. Bharupaha, Bha, effulgence, light, is the Rupa, form of the Atma. Iti, in this manner, Atmanaha Akaravatvam Shuyate. The form of the Atma is stated in the Shruti. Therefore, Atma has Akara. Therefore, Atma Jnana is possible. This is an Ekadeshi's assertion in defense of Siddhanta. Then Purva Pakshi negates the Ekadeshi. Na tamo rupatva pratishedharthatvat tesham vakyanam द्रव्य गुणाद्याकार प्रतिषेधे आत्मनः तमोरूपत्वे प्राप्ते तत्प्रतिषेधार्थानि आदित्यवर्णम् इत्यादि वाक्यानि अरूपम् इति च विशेषतः रूप प्रतिषेधात् अविषयत्वाच्च न संदृशे तिष्ठति रूपमस्य न चक्षुषा पश्यति कश्चनैनम् अशब्दमस्पर्शम् इत्याद्यैः तस्मात् आत्माकारं ज्ञानम् इति अनुपपन्नम्. This much can be understood as a Siddhanti's words only. See, in order to defend the Siddhanti, the Ekadeshi said that there is a akara of Atma. It is told in the Shruti. Then Siddhanti himself corrects the Ekadeshi. It is not so. What Ekadeshi is telling in defense of the Siddhanti is not acceptable to the Siddhanti himself. Therefore, Siddhanti himself corrects the Ekadeshi in front of the Purvapakshi. No, it is not so. The Shrutivakya quoted by the Ekadeshi does not mean Atma has akara, does not mean Atma has a form. Then what is the purport of this statement? Aditya Varnaha, Bharupaha, ityadi. Then Siddhanti says, the purport of this statement is to negate the tamorupatva of the Atma. Tamorupatva pratishedharthatvat tesham vakyānām, those statements which describe Atma as Aditya Varna, Bharupa, Swayam Jyotihi, etc. They negate their purport, their artha, their purport is to negate the tamorupatva. Tamorupatva means a jadatva of the Atma. Atma is not insentient. This is the purport of those statements. It does not mean Atma has a form or Atma has a color. It is not the idea. Siddhanti explains what he told in brief. Tamorutpatva pratishedharthatvat tesham vakyānām. It is a sangraha vakya. He explains this statement further. Dravya gunadi akara pratishedhe atmanaha tamorupatve prapte atmanaha dravya gunadi akara pratishedhe. Atma does not have any form, unlike dravya guna ityadi. Dravya means any substance accepted by other philosophers. They have an akara, a form. Likewise, guna also has a form, any attribute. Adi, akara pratishedhe. Atma does not have any such akara. It does not have the form of dravya, guna, etc. Tamorupatve prapte, when everything else is negated, then one might think Atma is just a tamorupa, just a darkness in nature. One may think so. Then tat pratishedharthani, in order to negate that, Aditya Varnam ityadi vakyani. Aditya Varnam, such statements are there in order to negate the tamorupatva of the Atma. Atma is not just a darkness in nature or not just insentient in nature. it is shown. Arupam iti cha visheshatah rupa pratishethat. Why we should accept the purport of the statement as this? Because if you take Aditya Varnaha, Bharupaha, etc., as statements that show some form of the Atma, then it will contradict some other Shruti statements. What are the other statements? Arupam. There is a statement Arupam, Ashabdam, Asparsham, Arasam, Avarnam. Iti cha Visheshatah. Specifically, Rupa Pratishedha. Rupa is negated. Any Rupa, any color, or any form is negated. Therefore, the purport of the statement Aditya Varnaha, etc., cannot be to reveal a particular form or color or attribute of Atma. Instead, their purport is just to say Atma is not darkness in nature. Atma is Chaitanya Swarupa. That is the purport. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.